So tell me, what's worse? Going uphill or downhill? Seeing as I've only done uphill so far, obviously that's the worst, but something tells me downhill's not gonna be too much fun. We'll see how that goes later, so stay tuned. Either watch my success, my failure, or my misery. Let's see. I'm about to do something I've never done before. Climb a mountain. So this is going to be my first long distance hiking trip up a mountain, and I just want to let you guys know I've never done this before. I am not I would say seasoned hiker. I just essentially wanted to do something that I've never done before. Am I nervous? Yeah. Scared? Yes. But it's the things that we do that scares us, the things that we accomplish when we're scared, that makes us grow and improve as a human being. So I'm at the bottom, so I hope you can join me and let's get at it. So the beautiful thing is, the first thing I've had is all of this lovely storm just rolled in. I don't know if it's going to rain, if it's going to pass. I don't know. These mountains are very unpredictable. So I have my rain gear on and I'm going to assume it's going to rain in the beginning, but I think I'm going to have some relief. But I'm not gonna let that stop me, so let's go. Let's go. understand this hasn't been my first time doing something like this, and yeah, I'm a little apprehensive, but at the same time, focusing on the goal, focusing on the journey is key here, because you don't know when you don't try something, or when you don't get out of your comfort zone and do something different. This area had a lot of rain for the last 3 days, so I suspect the trail's gonna be a little muddy, a little turbulent, so I gotta be careful. It's hard not to enjoy these views. I know it's a little windy, a little cold, but shouldn't be too busy here. That's one thing I love about being able just to kind of get up and leave. Because it really just allows you to switch up your schedule. Now look at this. So my goal is to reach at the summit by noon. So should be a 3-hour hike there, and I'll plan to grab some lunch, eat something, and head back down. So total hours, 3.5 hours, generally speaking. But this is kind of neat. It's really cool. I will try to give you my impressions as I go along, but priority number one is not slipping on this mud. It's very muddy in this trail, but I'm trying not to slip and fall. Although I'm not a active hiker or avid hiker, I still have proper gear. So I have proper hiking boots, which has ankle protection, obviously pants, and a rain gear. Although I think it's gonna pass probably the next hour, and it hasn't really been raining, so hopefully once I get a little warmer, I can take this jacket off and gotta cool down a bit, because it may turn into a sweat lodge and wouldn't be too pretty. So let's go. I know these forks in the road or in the path may seem a bit unnerving because it may take you to the wrong place, but sometimes the forks in the road in life shows us things we wouldn't have seen if we didn't take those paths. So next time you're indecisive, contemplating about something to do in your life, ask yourself, what if you do something that scares you? You do that one thing, that one decision that changes your life, that changes your direction, that moves you towards a different point in your life that you would have never have thought possible. So when it comes to those forks, take them sometimes. You'd be surprised what you find. Wow. Just wow. Look at that little waterfall flowing into stream. It's the little things. Little waterfalls, little trees, little day hike. Something tells me when I get up there it's gonna be super windy. Let's see. Not too far back there, I almost lost my footing. That's why it's super important to watch your foot placement so you don't go crashing down. Think about all the people who do like major climbs, like, you know, from the extreme to the very extreme, like Everest, and the people who've died on these mountains and the mountains around the world, of people who pushed themselves but weren't able to make it back home. It is sad, in my humble opinion, that people take those risks, but afterwards when you kind of look at it, those people had inspirations, aspirations, whatever shins you want to think of, and they did it. And they did what they loved, but paid the ultimate price. So doing this, I have a bit more of an understanding, very brief understanding, because that takes years of training. Don't get me wrong, I know that, but it's not a quick decision like, oh, I'm gonna go climb Everest. No, there's a lot of training involved in that, but understand that people take risks and people don't make it back home. So again, this is the most important thing about safety. And even though I'm getting blown off this mountain with this wind, I'm still good. So I'll keep pushing through. So I have a bit, I don't know, maybe one more hour left before I reach the top. So I'm gonna stop yapping and start climbing. Trail is not maintained. Cool. The trail is not maintained. Great. I didn't expect that, but let's just keep going. Looks like these fallen rocks have been treaded on, so I'm not overly concerned. But this rock slide seems somewhat recent, but I'm glad there's people here who maintain these. So thank you, whoever does this. I know some of you are like, why are you hiking alone by yourself? Do you have a death wish? No, I have a peace wish. I have a desire to explore and push myself to new limits, because as I said earlier, it's all about the experience, the journey. Not always about getting on top of Table Mountain. It's about going through all this, changing landscape, the changing health. And I mean that by the way you feel, the way you've thought you'd be able to overcome. But nature has its way of showing you the truth. We get constantly coddled by society over some hard truths, and we wrap ourselves around that blanket of false truths and hopes. Nature is very unforgiving. It doesn't care who you are, what you are, how much money you have, how much money you don't have. It will show you its power. That's why we as humans need to respect it, need to cherish it, need to accept its beauty and its flaws, just like with ourselves. We're never perfect. Nature is never perfect either. But in those flaws, we can see perfection. Think about that in yourself. Think about that thing you did those years ago that embarrassed you. Did it really change you? Did you really become a different person? Did that change your course of life? All the answers I don't have, but ask yourself. Introspective is the key, I believe, in finding out your own flaws. Not from what other people say, from what you think, because you are your biggest critic. But we try so hard to please other people. But have you stopped to please yourself? Have you stopped to look in the mirror instead of criticizing and just love? There's so much hate, judgment, criticism, hopelessness that goes on in our world, and it doesn't take much to stop, look within yourself, and love yourself. Isn't that a wild concept? Love yourself, because that's all what matters in the end. Because this race is just you versus you. That's it. And everyone else is in their own race. They're on their own journey. And some days we are with them, and some days we're by ourselves. And that's the key. I know these are just rocks, and I'm not a geologist at all, but I can at least appreciate the beauty of the millions upon millions of years that created this rock, that made it part of this mountain. So millions of years ago, and correct me if I'm wrong, this was all underwater or in a shallow ocean during the Triassic. No, before then. You know what I mean. Again, not a geologist, not a paleontologist, just a man enjoying nature, appreciating it, admiring it. That's what I do. I don't say I know everything, but at the very least, we can appreciate those things. Up at the side of the mountain now, working my way up. Don't really know which path to take, to be honest, but because it's no longer maintained. Well, let's adventure and not hurt myself or die, preferably. If I do, I'm not suicidal. I'm a very positive person. I may have seen some things that some people disappeared about. Why am I making this public? Just in case. You never know. As a man who appreciates rock climbing, remember I said, what's gonna be worse, going up or down? I'm still going up. Going down is gonna be hard. I can tell that right now, because it rained a lot the last few days, and most of these rocks are loose. I should have known that. No, I should have did my research, but let's keep going on. I made it this far. I have all that to do, and it looks way steeper in person than it probably does on the camera. But trying to get some situational awareness in these inclines is hard. I know it's like, well, there's no humans here, but I've seen quite a bit of wildlife: deer, coyotes, rabbits, mice, I think, or the what are they called? Those little guys, not rats, but what are they called? You know what I mean. Comment on the comments there. Let me know if you know this area well, because I don't. I'm just trying to get to the top without falling. It's nice though. I don't know if this is the way, or I'm just scaling this rock for no reason, so I don't know. If I'm just killing myself for no reason at all, or I need to be going that way, which I'm starting to think so. Because I'm pretty sure, let me go look at my maps before I keep going. Okay, I made an error. I was just climbing mountains for no reason. Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain. Why is he climbing a mountain? Because he's an idiot. The trail goes along here, out and around, and there's a secondary trail that goes up there. I am just scaling the mountain for, I don't know, because I'm an idiot. But this is why I come out here. So let's get back down without falling, and that seems more like a logical way to get up there instead of going 40, 50 degree angles. Yeah, so let's go. You may ask yourself, well, why did I do that? Why did I go scaling a mountain? For what reason? You could have hurt yourself. Yeah, I realize after the fact. But when you're just so, you're living in the moment, you can't really think objectively. Is this really a good idea? Stop and think, check my maps and move on. But whoa, I see a bear-like object up ahead. It's probably my eyes playing tricks on me, or it could just be a rock formation. So kind of like right around there. Keep an eye on it. I don't think a bear would be fishing in these waters, but, or maybe it's the welcome committee. I don't know, but let's get closer and see. Trying to be vigilant for cougars, black bears in the area, but I have pretty good visibility here as I go past the tree line. Still lots of time left, so I'm not worried. If this is a bear, then, well, that's when this trip ends. Because although I am prepared, I'm not looking for a battle. I'm just looking for a peaceful, good time. I don't know what plants are around here, but it smells like a, it looks like a blueberry smell. I know it's not blueberry, but it's like a blueberry oatmeal. It's a weird smell. I don't know if that's a flower or plant, tree, something. I don't know, but reminded me of breakfast, actually. It's kind of neat. And usually my allergies are killing me right now to the point where I couldn't smell anything, but I don't know what that means. I'm going to assume it is a trail marker, but again, comment if I'm wrong. Again, I'm new to all this. I've never been here before, so I'm just curious. Okay, so now I'm in the fork in the mountain. So I have two paths. I can go this way, I can go up and around and get back to the main trail, or continue going on down here. I am probably going to go up here because I don't know. I just feel like with all this water, I don't want to be too close to it, and I kind of want to see what's up there, because I'll have to climb up. One way or another, I gotta climb up the mountain there or here. Both I think are the same or similar elevation. So, but I'm gonna try going up this way and go up and around the ridge and see what happens, because why not? Let's go. Again, fun. All these loose rocks. It's fun. It's fun when there's a jagged rock in your boot. That was fun. Not. I know. I'm sitting down, but damn. At the time, my shoelaces, tighten my boots a bit as I continue going up, but just really like this cliff I can go roll over and die in if I fall. But honestly, this is beautiful. Air is clean. The wind kind of sucks, but whatever. Kind of to be expected, but nice little waterfalls coming down each way here. Damn. Let's keep climbing. So I found the path. Kind of leading up here. Heading up there. That looks about right. What I was doing, I was just climbing up. So, for those who still don't believe me that this is my first time climbing a mountain, there's your proof. If you are a experienced hiker, I appreciate you sticking around this long, because I sit here and ask myself this question: well, what am I doing? Why? You know, why am I doing this? Like, aside from the exercise and the workout, which is great, by the way, I'm like, why do we do this? I hope you have an answer for me, because I'm curious to hear what you have to say, because I'm doing this and say, what am I doing? Why am I taking my day out to kill myself? I don't understand, but it's fun, I think. We'll see on the way down. Man, this sucks. As I'm getting steeper and steeper, again, I don't know if this is going to show well on the camera, but pretty high up now. Very, very steep incline. The problem is this is very loose, and it's been loose since I started, and it makes it a lot harder to get your footing to go up. So I'm basically fighting with loose rocks, falling rocks, loose gravel, and an incline. So all I know is my calves are gonna hurt by the time I get up here. So I'm not quitting, I'm just reporting. I'm gonna keep going. I would like to be there by lunchtime's around 12. It's 10:30 now when I recorded this, so I do have some time, but all I know is going down is not gonna be fun. Like, it's great when I get up there, but going down this is not going to be fun. So either I'm gonna take this route, or I will look at my maps to see if there's an alternate route that isn't as steep, just for my safety, because this loose gravel, this loose rocks is not fun. It really is, and I'm putting a lot of energy into climbing up here. The first hour and 45 minutes, yeah, it was technical, challenging, but not steep. I just feel like a goat right now, like a mountain goat. So I haven't seen any. I don't know if there's any around here, but they have some pretty good views in town though, if I dare say so. And these clouds are still blowing through. And I'm not even speeding this video up. This is actually how it looks in real time. They move pretty quick up here. It's kind of cool. And slightly annoying when it's blowing you off, but it is what it is. I'm not so glad to find these. Well, I am glad to find these damn trail markers. I'm not fumbling on these rocks. Jeez. Oh. Okay. Marker. Where I was going. Other marker. So up here, I think this is much better to walk on than all of that nonsense. Man, honestly, that was not fun. It was not anything I'd like to do again. Sliding on rocks. Basically, the rocks were slide every time we took a step. These little pieces of rocks, a group of them, were just flying out. Let me make sure I'm going the right place. Yes, now I'm going the right way. I just like to make things a lot harder on myself and do things that are unnecessarily harder than need to be, so I can kill myself before I kill myself before I get to my destination. So, and it also wasn't fun thinking about how easily it would have been for me to fall. Well, I don't know, what was that, 500 meters down, jagged rocks. This is doable. This I can do. All that, no. So I know you're saying follow the trail markers. Well, I tried and I found my own path, which is difficult, which is actually very much like life. Sometimes you choose the paths that are the most difficult. They're harder. People may not think of you as an intelligent person who knows what they're doing. But is it always wrong? Take the harder route? No. Because sometimes the hardest routes teach the greatest lessons. So we're not talking about roads today. We're talking about paths, trails. So on I go. Finally on the trail, that's a little bit more easy to walk on. is it. Oh my God. Look at that. Wow. Certainly not going to get headshots given this wind. Forget that noise. No, sir. I made it. I made it. Whew. I made it. Oh, I'm sure I have more to go, but oh wow. This is, I just can't find the words to describe this. There's a cross over there. There's little flowers everywhere. It's beautiful. I don't know who did this cross. Looked like a group of people who climbed up here, and I'm assuming maybe erected that cross. I don't know, but I'm gonna enjoy this view for a bit. Maybe settle down somewhere, sit down for a bit, and have a quick snack and head back down. That's gonna be fun. Well, I made it just before 12. I know the trail kind of goes further along here, but and there's snow over there too, funny enough. But I think I'm gonna just eat something and head back, because yeah, I don't want to stay up here longer than I can. It's really cold, windy and cold, if you haven't noticed. Like doing work on a mountain. You know, I wanted to do a coffee out here, but I think it's a little too windy to do that. Man, these clouds. Jeez. CQ, anyone read? interesting mix between hot and cold air here. It's kind of funny. This would have been much better if it was heated, but don't have expectations, you don't get disappointed, right? Did I just climb a mountain just to eat lunch? Yeah. But it's an accomplishment. It's something I've never done before. Like, what else am I supposed to do? Like a dance, a jig or something up here? What am I supposed to do? Just take some time to relax, rest, because I'm only half done. I'm really glad I brought my puffer jacket with me, because it wouldn't have been nice in this wind, in the cold. I would have sucked. For those who know these ration packs, those who know, who want to talk to me about it, I do have them for a reason, so I'm sure you figured that out by now. If you don't, these are military IMPs, or the Americans call them the MREs. Very similar, but I've tried them both. This sports drink's a godsend when you need to get rehydrated. I did note some leg cramping, which is a sign of dehydration. I do have a 3-liter bladder in my pack, which I drink along the way, so I'm not I'm not without water, so not to worry there. But these things do come in handy, I can tell you that. It's basically your entire meal fits in here. Lightweight, portable, and you don't have to carry much. Now, what I like to do is carry, you know, some snacks, coffee, which isn't going to happen right now. Maybe I'll make one when I get down, but I don't want to dehydrate myself too much. Oh man, this wind is killer. You can hear an airplane. And they're much closer. So obviously, I think I'm 2,200 meters. So figure that one out. Okay, now I think it's time to pack up and chip out. I'm just debating on keeping this shell on, or I'm going to regret it as I go. No, I'll take it off. I don't want to sweat, so that's what I'll do. Try to make a contact, but let me figure out my descent before I do that. All right, leave No trace behind. Well, this was fun. Enjoyable, good lunch. But the wind is a little too much. So I now begin my descent down the mountain. Time to go back down. I feel very unwelcome. Calm down, little guy. Just passing through. I embarked my journey down. I probably won't take much video from here because I need to focus on not falling. So let's see how this goes. It's crazy. A few moments ago I was up there and up beyond there it's still breathtaking, you know. You know, the path I'm taking down, which is the proper trail, is a lot easier than going up a bunch of loose rocks. Live and learn, right? Live and learn. Because essentially, I was going up there. Yep, I'm a fool. It's all part of the experience, right? Hey, on. The marmot. Hey, buddy. Friendly. You guys see him? It's right there. Just passing through, buddy. scared the bejeebus out of me. Big whistle. Well, you don't spills every day. Well, I certainly don't. He's very curious actually. It's kind of cute and interesting colors. Look a bit older though. They do mean that. I can attest to that now. Let's do a recap here before I leave. So my initial thoughts were, if I didn't go on the wrong path, probably would have made it just a teensy wincy bit easier, because at one point I was like, I don't know if I could even make this, because it was just so bad with going up that steep grade and having such loose soil and rocks falling out under you, and like I couldn't stop moving. Like I had to keep, it's like when your vehicle's stuck in mud and the harder you press, the faster the wheel spins. That's basically kind of what I experienced with going up the mountain on the wrong path. So they say going down is harder than going up. I'll have to get back to you on that, because I didn't really follow the path going up the mountain. So I'm not sure if that's true, but it probably was. Like if I actually followed the path, I can almost guarantee you I would have probably saying something different right now. But again, it is what it is. Up in the top was beautiful. I couldn't stay too long because it was cold. It was very windy, and there was these cycles of hot and cold up there. And again, I'm not a hiker, avid hiker or experienced hiker. I'm sure I will learn, and I'm sure if there's any advice that you who's watching this as a experienced hiker could give me some advice, I'm always open for that. lastly, I feel very accomplished. I feel proud of myself. I feel like I was convincing myself, like I said, when I was struggling on the incline going up to the mountain, I was really in my head telling myself I was done. Like I couldn't do it. I'm just exhausted. I'm tired. Like, you know, what the hell is getting myself into? That sort of thing. And you know what's funny is that with convertible pants, that's not funny, but actually a godsend after you go climbing up a bloody mountain and then come back down and it's like 23 degrees. But my point is that I felt very accomplished. I felt very, just getting up to the top there, like, is absolutely stunning. The wind was a little too much, sure, but it was absolutely stunning. It's just, now I'll make this clear, I've been on mountains before, but I had some gondola assistance but when I did it, so I didn't basically climb a mountain from, you know, bottom to top before with my own two legs. It was an experience, honestly. Will I do it again? Sure. I have no problem doing it. You know, it was the silence, the sound of the trees, the sounds of the birds. Afterwards, like going up, I never saw any other creature, like a ground squirrel, marmot. I saw a few birds, but when I was coming down, they all like kind of came out. So that was an interesting observation with the wildlife. I much rather see a marmot than a bear or cougar, if I'm perfectly honest. So it was a very much welcomed event in seeing those specific animals, because I was on the eye out for, or on the lookout for, those things. But after you get a certain elevation, most of the trees are gone anyway, so it's pretty easy to see from, you know, kilometers upon kilometers around you. So I would do it again, 100%. Would do it again. Would I do anything differently? No. The food was fine. It did the job. I wasn't hungry. Like I said, I had 3 liters of water. So all in all, it was a good experience. And I was comfortable with the amount of equipment I brought. I didn't bring too much. I know I had the front pack, which had some, you know, had my ham radio, which I try to make contact up there. And I also had, you know, extra chargers. I had my bear spray on that as well. So that was more easily accessible than everything else. Like my puffer jacket was very key up there. I learned my lesson when I was in Switzerland. I went up a mountain and I didn't bring any jackets, and stupid me figured it out the hard way. So I just sucked it up, but it wasn't as windy as it was in the Table Mountain here. So yeah, I would do this again. So highly encourage you guys to come out here, take a hike. Fitness level, like I said, I'm a beginner. This is my first time doing it, and I was capable of doing it. Really, you have to just not listen to your negativity telling you to give up. And that's certainly what went through my head a few times when I was in that tough place. But I made it. I'm back. I'm alive. I'm happy. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. But all in all, it was a great experience. And I look forward to showing you guys more of my climbing adventures. Or hiking adventures, sorry. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. If you really like this content, please like and subscribe. Leave your comments in the below. I love to hear from you. Like I said, I'm not egotistical. I'm open to hear other suggestions and things that I can do to improve, things that maybe I could probably do better, but you know, it's my first time. And I do look forward to, if I'm honest, in the future, looking back in this video and remembering this. Because as time goes on, you may be visiting this, you may be watching this after my channel's been established or after I have a few extra videos up. But rest assured, I will certainly be coming back to this video to remember this day. I was gone for just under 6 hours. If I didn't struggle at that one part, I think I would have been a bit faster, to be honest. But there were a group of teenagers, I think 15 to 17, and I bumped into them on the way, like near the bottom, and they asked me how conditions were up there, and as you're aware, not the greatest. So if you guys see this video and saw me, comment, let me know how it was for you guys up there. There wasn't too many scary things besides the cute marmot, ground squirrels, and chipmunks, but all in all, it was a good day. So anyways, I'm gonna get back, jump in the truck, head back home, get something to eat, and I'll see you the next one.
Sometimes, the quietest roads teach the loudest lessons.